go into the right.
So
Yeah.
sorry about that. I lost my internet.
Okay, very good. Yeah, we're basically going to start now with paragraph number 2. Actually, yesterday we did paragraph number 2. Yeah, number 3. Let's start with the Rav Bartanur number 3. Paragraph number 3.
Paragraph number 3. Okay. Should I read?
Sure, you like.
Okay. Az Kanimar. Bold like a leopard. Hanemar Hazeh Nolad Min Chazir Ha'ir V'Halivaya. So this says that it was born from a pig.
Apparently, yeah. Hazir Hayar, meaning like a literally a forest pig, or like I think they call them boars, right? Boars.
A boar.
Vahaliva.
And
Aliva,
what's Haliva?
I'm not sure. I think it might be a young lion. I'm not sure though. Mary, do you have it? You can have look it up with this Aliva. What's Aliva?
Yeah, let me see if it's in my dictionary. Let's see. Lamed Bet. Hold on. Bet. Whoops. Lamed Bet Yud. Oh, Olivia is a lioness.
Oh, okay, very good. Okay, fine.
So the leopard is the progeny of a wild boar and a lion.
Apparently, according to what they're explaining here, yeah.
He ba'ace yacham ha irios ha levia mechansas risha bisavchi ha'ir hano hamas visovas es hazachar, because at the time, what is yachas?
Okay, so it's like this. That ki be'es, yeah, that's actually yachem, arios, aliva, right?
Right. The Arios is a lion,
Right.
and Liba is the lioness.
Yes.
Right.
And what is Yacham?
Yacham, I think when they're in they call when the animals are in heat, when they're in the mating season.
Okay. So at the time that the lion and lioness are mating, I don't know this word either. Mechansas.
That's Machnesis Rosha. It's Machnesis Rosha, like it puts it like it goes forth into the Mesavichi Hayar. It goes forth into the brush of the forest.
Okay, so it enters into into the brush of the forest. And Ha'ir is the city.
No, Hayar is the forest. Yair is the.
Oh, Yar is the forest. Okay. And what is Bisavchi?
That's the underbrush of the forest. That
Oh, I
a
see.
lot of these animals that they're not usually seen out in the open, right? The animals usually are not usually seen out in the open. Usually they inhabit the underbrush that they're not readily seen or their protection from the camouflage of the underbrush.
Okay, all right. So when they're gonna mate, they go into the underbrush of the forest. V'no hamas v'to va'as. I don't know those words either.
But v'no hamas v'tovas es hazachar. So it's like it's calling out, and it's making itself known and available for the male.
So this makes it this enables the male to mate.
Yeah, I mean the way it is that the female will make it known that she's in the mating season, and therefore she'll, whatever she does, that she lets the male know that she's available, and so that's how they get together.
Okay. V'hachazir shomea kola v'rova, and they return and they
Well,
hear.
here this is the chazir. This is the wild boar. This wild boar, Shomea Koila, he hears her call, the sound that she makes when she's in mating season. Verova, and he'll mate with her.
So he comes in and kicks out the lion.
Well, I'm not sure if there's a lion there. I guess he won't. But let's say there's no lion there. So if there's no lion, so he'll just kind of move in.
Okay, so the lioness is in heat, and she goes into the brush, and she's ready for the male. But if a boar detects this first, he goes in and mates with her.
Right.
V'ne'amar, but V'nomar,
Nemar, right? Nemar, and then this leopard, Yotzi Mibei Shtem, and the leopard is the result of the mating of both of them.
Okay. Ulafi shehu mimazar.
Mamzer.
Mamzer. Okay.
Like, since he's a crossbreed, This animal is a crossbreed.
Right. So you can have a mamzer in the animal kingdom?
But it's used in the generic term now that he's a crossbreed. Not that he's like illegitimate, but he's a crossbreed.
Okay. So since this is a crossbreed, who az panim, he's brazen faced.
Right.
Uh-huh. That's weird. Okay.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, I don't see the connect. First of all, we're talking about an animal. I don't know that an animal can be brazen faced.
Well, I mean, he thought he's trying to explain why this why is this leopard considered to be so bold and apparently more than anything, more than anybody. Right? And as we know, the physical things which we see in this world are just manifestations of other things which are taking place spiritually. So now when it comes to the animal world, you don't say that there's so much, there's not as an extensive spiritual connection as there is when we come to the human world, and even more so when you come to the Jewish world. But since this animal is a crossbreed, so the fact that it's a crossbreed, that in some way gives it the potential of being more brazen-faced, being more bold than a normal breed, normally bred animal.
Okay, afal pi she'ein bo gevura kolkach. Even though that it's not so mighty.
Right, meaning in terms of might, this Nemar, it's very bold, brazen-faced, but it's not so mighty. It's not as strong as say a straight lion is.
Right. Af ata have oz velo nis vayesh lishol marvach ma shalo havanas. Af ata, even you, have oz, have the strength.
Well, now Oz is boldness, not strength. Az is boldness, not strength.
Oh, boldness. Even you have the boldness, and you're not embarrassed.
Right. Don't be embarrassed. Right.
And you're not embarrassed to ask for a blessing, which is not havanas. I don't know.
That means that the at, I mean, now the Rav Bartanur is explaining what the command, like when Yehuda ben Tema was saying that Havi Az Kenemer, he's talking to us. You should be Az Kenemer. You should be as bold as a leopard. So up until now, he's been explaining how the leopard gets to be such a bold animal. And now Ata, also you, Havi Az, you should also be bold. Will nizvayesh l'shol mirabcha ma shelo havanta. Also, you should be bold and not be embarrassed to ask from your Rebbe what you don't understand.
Okay, may Rav, may this word mem resh bet chaf is your Rebbe?
Right, mirabecha from
Mirabecha, your rabbi. That which,
also,
and what was the last word?
Mashlo havanta, that which you don't understand. Havana is understanding. Bina, Havana, meaning you should not be embarrassed, and you should be bold enough to be able to ask from your Rebbe to explain those things which you don't understand. If you don't understand, you shouldn't be embarrassed, and be bold enough to speak up and let your Rebbe know that you don't understand something. And then if he's a really good Rebbe, he'll explain it to you, and then that way you'll be able to learn.
So is this like a kol v'chomer that even if a leopard who is a mamzer can be brazen faced, so even you should be bold enough to ask?
I'm not sure if it's based on a kol v'chomer. I think it's simply based on the fact that you want to emulate these four animals. You have the nemer, the leopard, the nesher, the eagle, the tzvi, the deer, and the lion, the aryeh. You want to emulate these animals using their characteristics in order to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu better in different ways. So therefore, just as in our case we're discussing now, just as the leopard is bold, brazen-faced, so apparently not afraid of anything or anybody. So you should also be not afraid to ask about those things which you don't understand properly, and therefore you'll be able to learn, right? You'll be able to learn and progress. Whereas, as he says in the end here, right? Says here that as we learn, well, we learn. There's another mimer in Avos, like that we learn. Lo havaishin lamed, a person who's embarrassed, he won't be able to learn because he won't be able to ask all the questions. He'll be too embarrassed to ask the questions and get answers for the things he doesn't understand.
So there seems to be a steer. I know it's getting late, so maybe I can pose the question and you can answer it tomorrow. In the first paragraph, after it says you should be like all these animals, it says that if you're brazen-faced, you go to Gehenna, and if you're shame-faced, you go to Gan Eden.
Right.
So this says you should have the midah of shame. And now in the third paragraph, it's saying, don't be ashamed, because then you won't ask a question. Seems like a stira.
Right. Yeah. You're correct about this. That's a very perfect, good observation. And you're right. Secondly, that we're running out of time. I won't be able to answer right now. Also.
Good. Great. Okay. So
the Meforshim, I'll tell you, the Meforshim do go into this. They speak about this, and hopefully we'll be able to explain it. It'll be somewhat of a lengthy explanation, perhaps. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'd have to bring to answer this question. I'm not sure if these Meforshim I've quoted here on this document go into that question, but I'll explain it to you tomorrow, Bli Neder, and we'll be able to learn it. Please, Lou, remind me about it tomorrow, so we can discuss this point and hopefully come to a resolution of this apparent contradiction.
Okay, I'm making a note here. Remind me to remind you.
Very good. Fine. Good. So what we'll do is take a short break now, and then we'll pick up and start learning Mishna Berura Mitzvah Shem.